Uther versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, I will fight.
I guess to address a few of the questions on this deck, Wicker Flame without buffs? Well, yeah, you have some decisions on how to make this deck more viable against aggro. One is Mistress of Mixtures, but that card is really bad against control decks. One is Ooze, and that card is pretty bad against control decks which don't use weapons. And then you have Wicker Flame Burn Bristle, which I think is a middle-ish ground card. It's not as bad against control, it's just not quite that bad, essentially.
Mind if I roll knee?
I am terrified of running into Patch's decks, and looks like this one is one to start out with, or it's mid-range Shaman. Against those, you have to try to draw the Doomsayer, or you have to try to draw a Pyro and Equality, I suppose, in order to stabilize.
I'm in charge now.
On the bright side, at least that's just Patches. Maybe the True Silver will be enough, given that the opponent drew his Patches. There's a lot of healing if I actually stabilize, so there's that. Going for it. Can play the Finja next turn. Let's see.
For justice.
He has a total of 3, 5, 6, 7. Try this.
Follow the rule.
Finja's a little too slow right now. Dream as that goes off, I can play the Solemn Vigil, draw 2, play the Finja. Or play Solemn Vigil, draw on the Ivory Knight, pick a really high cost card like Ley on Hands or Anyfin can happen, and then we're good. Alright, at the very least it looks like that tanked 7. With his lucky roll.
Last warning.
Get me to Ragnaros Lightlord. It's pretty tough. Oh, am I dead? Oh, we're not dead. So I think I count on a Bluegill Warrior coming. In fact, it's guaranteed to come out. So I kill one of those, and then I play Equality, and then I play Bluegill. Oh, Pyro Equality. I do want to get the Murlocs out first. Hey, I'm actually going to win this game. I get both of those. I think I don't need to actually play the Pyro. Just Equality, and then he only has 2 damage on the board. Then Wicker Flame. Okay. Finja's still around, he can fetch the last War Leader. Casual heal 4, nice. Casual heal 8. We did it! We managed to survive against pirates. They did draw patches though, but that too counts as part of the RNG that can occur. they draw patches, and then you win.
Hey, give me that.
This deck has really good stabilize if you get to the end, but getting to the end is the tough part. Between Tyrion, Ragnar's Forbidden Healing, and Ivory Knight. And really the reason I'm playing this deck is because I have that Paladin Warrior quest. Now I am obligated to play like a few more games so I can showcase the Anyfin on the YouTubes. Rip my win rate.
Uther versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I will fight with honor.
I probably shouldn't have kept Bluegill Warrior. But part of me was thinking it could be a really aggressive rogue. But what is Bluegill Warrior running into anyways? Like, oh, that card. Yeah, never mind. Good job, me. That's exactly why I kept it. Oh, where's Patches? Never lucky rogue. That's how you win! They draw Patches. Game is rigged.
I'm in charge now.
This one looks to be more of the Miracle variant with just the Patches in order to survive the early game. So I think I'm gonna bully Patches with Finja. That's pretty fun. I'm guaranteed to get 2 Murloc War Leaders currently. Hopefully I don't draw a Murloc War Leader. And I lose out on some value. But this is gonna be a really fast way to get all the Murlocs out. Since I will have played all the Murlocs, and then turn 10 I can just Anyfin. You must have like an auctioneer and all this stuff. Wow!
By the
Ninja just got bullied. Patches just got backstabbed. Ouch. Okay. That's a pretty good play, actually.
I'm on fire. To battle.
So next turn I plan to play Ragnaros Lightlord. Hero Power or Loot Hoarder? There's really no rush to draw cards. I'll Hero Power in order to last longer.
Reporting for duty.
I do have the Equality Consecration to fill off the big guy, I suppose. The Auctioneer. Ninja is staying stealth in order to avoid getting Shadow Struck. Wow. That must have been really bad. Full of despair.
versus throne.
For Doomhammer, I will fight with honor.
Much as I want to keep the Finja, you gotta stay alive. I got the Doomsayer. That's one way to also win against Patch's decks, even though this deck is slow. It doesn't have a 0% win rate. I don't know what the win rate it is against like really aggressive Patch's decks. I would ballpark it at 30%, which is bad, but still at least win every 3 out of 10.
Reporting for duty.
No turn 2 play. Totem. Slower deck, apparently.
To battle!
Interesting, he didn't play that last turn when he had 3 mana. Small things to notice. He didn't want to overload for this turn then. But he has 3 mana next turn. I wanted to make sure he had 3 mana for something. I wonder what. Maybe just a misplay. Somehow. No, it probably had some kind of reasoning behind it. Something or another.
Tonight, a tale of
Should have considered War Leader hero power instead.
Like to play with fire?
Finja is really good to get with Barnes, by the way. It's a 1/1 stealth, which can get killed, but it's a really good one to get in case it doesn't get killed.
what to do.
Booker Flame isn't bad to get with Barnes either. With 2 Feral Spirits, this might be a really, really bad Patches draw. This could be Face Shaman. It's possible that this Face Shaman has like the worst draw ever. And that's also how you beat them. You don't always draw that well. No Pyro Consecration here. Will I? Seems okay. Leads in the Cointurion. Not that I would ever do that against. Now I need to save against. Maybe I just play that.
Let me think. For justice. Reporting for duty.
What I really want to see is Lava Burst.
What to do?
Maelstrom, right? Would have been a really hilarious miscount. I didn't want to use both equality activators, but that's too good not to use. It is possible he doesn't run Hex in this deck. Possible. The dream? Pretty much. It's not like I have a better play right now. The dream. He's face shaman and he drew like nothing. The dream is happening. That's so cool. So disgusting. How can a man be that unlucky? Other than being Reynad.
Follow the rule. May your feet never prime.
Oh, it's Control Shaman. That makes more sense. Alright, so I'm gonna Anyfin off of 2 War Leaders and a Blue Guild Warrior.
Last warning.
And I even get to Solemn Vigil for free.
Don't test me, child.
Oop, almost misplay. Wait, no misplay. Same amount of damage. Maybe it was like mid-range shaman with... How does he draw that badly? I don't know. Is that even possible? Alright, so I would be getting back exactly my 3 Murlocs with the Anyfin.
I wonder.
Guess I'll trade these in and then get back 5 Murlocs.
Last warning.
19.
Last warning.
19's not bad.
That's incredible.
Wait, Miss Lethal? Oh, Miss Lethal. Oops. Oh well.
By the holy
Because the war leader comes back, Valley, right? Did I miss Lethal? It's kind of close. Okay, I guess I missed. My bad. Thank you, Kobuchi, for the $5 donation.
Uther versus Thrall. For Doomhammer.
I'm going to have to
Fight with
give some
honor.
suggestions about my overlay. I'll look into that, thanks. Thank you for subbing Kijimi, Stepsal, Adam Maxis. She says, with 6 months, try harder nubs and tripwire. Alright, always lucky with the Doomsayer. You can possibly fend off aggro with this lovely guy.
I'm in charge now.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, 4 damage on turn 1. Ooh, we got the perfect anti-aggro hand there. Doomsayer and the Wicker Flame and a True Silver. Will this be good enough? Find out. Oh man. I mean, his hand is pretty good too, I suppose. That Flame Tongue is makes patches so much better. Yeah, well, back to full. I get to kill the Flame Tongue with the True Silver.
Who goes there?
For justice.
He's nearly out of cards. I have the Consecration to clear the last cards there. And then into Ivory Knight, and then Tyrion for the Stabilize. I think we're good. Solution to Pirate Patches decks? Just draw well. All the anti-aggro. I mentioned that I think that this wins like only 30% against these patches decks. Maybe too early to start celebrating. He was about to lava burst my face, I think. And then he changed his mind. He was like, oh, I better roll for the spell damage shot him first. Yeah, more healing, and that's kinda useful.
For justice.
He was thinking about lava bursting my face. Jade Lightning, not lava burst. And he's kind of closing in. Unfortunately, Tyrion Fordring will block everything. Ooh, Finja. You gotta play this card just to ink some stuff. Since next turn I'm playing Tyrion, guaranteed. I need some kind of stabilize here. I won't play Tyrion if I draw Ragnaros. Maybe I don't play Tyrion if I draw Forbidden Healing. I think the stabilize can happen. This Finja might actually get 4 Murlocs out. I also might die. The Tyrion Fordring blocks the Doomhammer and also blocks 4 Finja.
Put your faith in the light.
Check for lethal. 6, 10, 13, 17. I have 20 damage. Next turn when I play the Murloc War Leader, I get +6. So I have 26 from an empty board. Is that right? And I have the 3. I think that means I clear as much as possible. 6, 10, 13, 17, 20, 26, 30. Yeah. It's possible that those going to face would have been better since he could have Maelstrom also. And that Tyrion is going to defend anyways. But I figure if he needs to clear the Tyrion, he'd probably be using the Doomhammer, which would mean he would take damage for towards lethal anyways. Lava Burst plus Lightning Bolt. Wow!
By the holy
You scumbag! That's amazing!
Uther versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
I don't know how playing against Reno Lock plays out. Is this favored on this side?
Reporting for duty.
The theory is that Anyfin can happen, can just kill him. From that side, I believe you're trying to get the Polymorph All card, so that the second Anyfin can't kill. Also, I believe one of the subtleties in this matchup is you're trying not to play Finja the Flying Star so that doesn't come back.
Follow the rule. The battle.
In the second Anyfin.
My shield for Argus. Last warning. The battle.
It's kind of an interesting showdown though. Yeah, in this matchup, I believe I don't play Finja. Period. Unless I'm really desperate.
Reporting for duty.
Next turn, I'm very likely to play Doomsayer. Thought about it this turn, but I have the True Silver in case of Thorsan already.
Stop yelling!
For justice. The battle.
Mind if I roll need?
Reporting for duty.
I ain't talking!
Put your faith in the light.
Oh. I cry every time.
The end is coming! Reporting for duty.
I don't have enough bursts. I'm gonna save this, even though it can get oozed completely.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so I need to draw a bunch of cards so I can draw my bluegill and my war leader. And then we're in business.
At last.
And I have to try not to get Kazakus polymorphed. Nothing that I can really do about that.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
Side effects? No. Trust me.
That Finja I can't play unless I feel desperate enough. I think I feel desperate enough. Given that I have both Anyfins in my hand, and I would need a lot of time otherwise, we do actually play them.
Battle! For justice! Reporting for duty. More cakes!
Like the exact situation that I have both Anyfins, and I have exactly 2 Murlocs in my deck. That's good enough for the Finja, I'd say. And then you just hope on the second Anyfin that you don't roll 2 Finja. If you get 3 and 3, you still deal 24 damage first. I should make sure I don't use this True Silver last charge so I can add 4 to the damage.
I have no time for games.
It's actually pretty good for me if, If I can get him to steal... No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what gets stolen, ever. I'm mistaken. I can actually play Anyfin here. Wait, do I have lethal? No. Yes? No. 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 No, of course not.
Let's move quickly. Reporting for duty.
A lot of people were calling out for the quality pyro there. Ironically, or unusually, that doesn't work because your other Murlocs have +2/+1. I understand that it gets around the polymorph in theory, but that doesn't work out here. Also, you didn't get the 10 damage one. So we're all good. Not really even ironic. That's the wrong word usage, isn't it? You can't equality your own board with Pyro if you have the War Leader out on the board. Always wrong for Reno to take the 5, not take 10 against Anyfin, but that's not obvious. Probably. Huh. Oh, right. Reduces because of the War Leaders.
My eyes are open.
Huh, no Finjas in the rolls. Probably because Finja didn't die. Pretty good.